Hi, welcome to She Spice. It seems like KLA Harris has a parcel of famous people mobilizing behind her, with the most recent ally being none other than Megyn the Steed. Anyway, Megyn's as of late indecent presentation at Kamala's convention in Atlanta, Georgia, has started a great deal of debate, and numerous fans took to web-based entertainment to communicate their shock and dissatisfaction. They feel Kamala offending the insight of dark electors by focusing on VIP supports over genuine approaches that could really benefit standard individuals, and quite possibly one of the most intense pundits is moderator Megyn Kelly. Megyn, a previous moderate media dear who presently recognizes as free and condemns predisposition from both the left and the right, denounced Kamala of culpable dark citizens, and she indeed even marked her activities as bigoted. Adding to the discussion, there's a developing discussion about Kamala's racial character. In some cases, she just began embracing dark culture when she ran for president. Even Donald Trump told in saying he's known Kamala for quite a long time, and she used to distinguish just as Indian. She was consistently of Indian legacy, and she was just advancing Indian legacy. I didn't realize she was dark until a number of years prior when she ended up turning dark, and presently she needs to be known as dark. So on top of that, Hala is presently likewise confronting allegations via virtual entertainment of misrepresenting her dark highlight, and clearly that compliment goes back and forth contingent upon the group she's addressing. Also, all of you assisted us with winning in 2020, and we going to rehash it in 2024. We will, yes. We will. Kamala has additionally been reprimanded for her long history of pushing and even protecting approaches that many see as bigoted. She's been blamed for battling to keep peaceful guilty parties secured just to help jail numbers, and that is not all. Individuals are additionally ready to fight about Kamala's Guard of Israel, with some in event estimating that her white Jewish spouse has contributed to molding her position so fundamentally. Many individuals who are not even Trump allies trust that Kamala Harris is no partner of the working class, neither in America nor abroad. Rather, she is by all accounts agreeable with Hollywood's world class. Simply check her out. Supports Beyonce quo Carrie Washington, Ariana Grande, and the most recent expansion to the rundown Megyn the Steed. Furthermore, Megyn's presentation at Kamala's rally in Atlanta didn't agree with a part of individuals' online entertainment was a blast with shock, and many were drawing correlations with Hillary's 2016 mission slips. Individuals are saying that just like Hillary, Kamala is setting herself up for a major misfortune by inclining excessively vigorously on VIP supports and taking special care of the most reduced shared element rather than spreading out strong approaches for the following 4 years. Enter Megyn Kelly, turning the intensity up considerably more. She pummeled Megyn the Steed's tactless presentation and went similarly as blaming Kamala for being bigot for figuring she could prevail upon dark electors with a rapper twerking at her assembly. Yet what does Megyn the Steed need to say regarding this kickback? What's her side of the story? What's more, how could she fire back at Megyn Kelly? We should separate everything we've seen about her enough. We who are in political news and follow her near know she normally sounds blockhead. She does on the off chance that you give her sufficient opportunity to talk. She will mistake you for her load of hogwash to the point where you don't know you, and she communicates in a similar language. Right? Is it me? Or then again, is it her? Kamala Harris is currently the hot number one to win the vote-based official assignment, and only 2 days after President Joe Biden bowed out of the race and offered a major go-ahead to his VP, Kamala took the spotlight, and it's not simply political. High rollers backing her. There's a long setup of famous people mobilizing behind her. Kamala, who has foreigner roots from India and Jamaica, furthermore, was a top examiner in California. Rock in a stunning $100 million in gifts only 1 day subsequent to sending off her mission. The buzz is out of this world. What's more, the help is pouring in from all corners, with an ever-increasing number of stars hopping on the Kamala fad. One of the first celebs to back Kamala was, in all honesty, Beyonce, and she even let Kamala utilize her hit melody Independence from the 2016 Lemonade collection for Kamala's mission trail. Beyonce barely at any point lets anybody else utilize her music. However, she rushed to give Kamala the go-ahead for her enormous appearance in Wilmington, Delaware, on July 22. There are certain individuals who think we ought to be a nation of tumult, of dread, of disdain. However, as we Something music various we pick opportunity to, as well as Excel the Liberated, to BSA from Vience, the opportunity to make choices about your own body. We pick a future where no youngster resides in neediness way. We can all bear the cost of medical services where nobody is exempt from the laws that apply to everyone else we accept in the commitment of America, and we're prepared to battle for it, since when we battle, we win, so go along with us. Go to kamaharris.com, and we should get to music work. Kamala additionally got support from George Clooney after he distributed an emphatic and disputable opt fundamentally telling President Biden to move to one side for the 2024 race in a proclamation to CNN. Clooney WR says President Biden has shown what genuine administration is. Yet again, he's saving the majority rule government, and we're likewise eager to give our best to support VP Harris. In her memorable journey, Ariana Grande additionally hopped on the comma fad, and she shared Biden's post supporting comma, close by a connection to, for all intents and purposes, register to cast a ballot. Each leftist is energized behind the VP, flooding web-based entertainment and television with their support. Kamala is, in any event, getting support from English celebrities like pop star Charli XCX. Charli, whose most recent collection called Whelp dropped last month, tweeted Kamala is imp. She later made sense of that for her. Imp is in excess of a name. It's an entire energy propelled by mid-2000s abundance and rave culture. Charli portrayed a definitive imp as that young lady who is somewhat chaotic and likes to party, furthermore, perhaps expresses a few stupid things some of the time, who feels herself. However, at that point perhaps has a breakdown, yet sort of parties through it, and to the extent that Charli is concerned, Kamala fits that portrayal to a T. Currently right. Presently, you're simply like that young lady who is somewhat muddled and likes to party, and perhaps says some imbecilic things, in some cases, who feels herself, however, at that point, additionally, perhaps has separate you, however similar to parties stays theoretic. It's extremely dull, a smidgen unpredictable better. Believe it preferences moronic things, however, similar to its whelp your imp that is. See, Kamala is likewise being supported by jokesters like Arai S. Lances and DL Hui, who punitized leftists who question Kamala's obligation to handle issues looked at by dark Americans. DL vowed to do all that he could to get her chosen. Furthermore, he even apologized for all the unforgiving things he used to say about Kamala's disputable strategies, including charges about her pushing to secure individuals of color for peaceful violations when she was an examiner. I have said previously that I used to recite a portion of something similar at NOM, that individuals are at the present time. Goodness, she secured a ton of people of color. I lived in this express for what seems like forever. I had an event to converse with her on a few events. I denounced her on this radio station, on this organization, on the same of exactly the same things that individuals are doing at present. And when I did my research and asked and explored, it wasn't finding answers that illuminate the viewpoint you have. Research implies for the most part that you need to refute the thing you trust. That is what specialists by and large attempt to discredit what they, as of now, accept to be valid, and it's doing whatever it takes not to illuminate your point of view and find things. Harris didn't, in that frame of mind, up the huge number of individuals that I said she did. I told that falsehood, and I have apologized to it. Not just have, I was sorry I've shared with her, in addition to the fact that I will continue to apologize, since I figure it caused that much harm. I will give my best for make sure you become the 47 right now. I said I told her when I am sorry I'm going to ensure you get chosen. I didn't say reappointed. I said chosen, and presently here it is, that open door tie. Oh me, that is heavenly. That will be just alleged to have occurred, assuming that you are individuals, the present moment, who are misquoting her record. We are not something similar, assuming you trust that her securing individuals from weed is more regrettable than a man who says he needs to give a simpleton Hillers the passing ping. We are not something similar on the off chance that you need me to recollect her pass. Yet not Trump's pass, we not as similar. In the meantime, Kamala too got here. Elp from Quo, who gave a moving discourse during Kamala's meeting in Atlanta on Tuesday, July 30th. Quo, whose nephew and Migos bandmate's departure was unfortunately shot and killed in Houston in 2022, shared his help for Kamala's obligation to handle weapon brutality, and he said that Kamala will remain on business on this issue. One of these issues that I care about will be settling the firearm brutality issue. You can't grasp the battles of weapon viciousness in the event that you're not in the field or in the core of it. So a certain something I found out about working with bad habit President Harris is she generally stands on. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.